So I've done this canvas recently and it was surprisingly popular. I say surprisingly because I just sort of done it on spec. I was a bit short on ideas, to be perfectly honest with you, and I kind of thought I want to do something cityscape-ish and not exactly monochromatic, but sort of similar. You know, not many colours, basically, not many colours, and it'd be quite nice to do a nighttime scene. So I got very few colours, and what I did, I mean, I say very few colours, I'm basically working with like 5 colours, and I'll show you in a minute. What I did was it's mostly false perspective that looks very real, right? Because my vanishing points would be right off the sides here, and often I'd rather cheat it than use strings and stuff like that because I find it a bit of a pain. So I just worked it so it looks pretty accurate, basically. It looks fairly accurate. You can sort of see on the windows here that it's a bit conky, but personally I can live with that. I don't really care very much about it, and it's a fairly stylised piece anyway, so I was cool with that. So I was surprised it was as popular as it was. Actually, people really love this piece. It goes into exhibition in July, this piece, and I was very happy that it was popular, but I was surprised it was so popular. I think people like the graph on it and all that sort of stuff. Graphers are bound to like the graph, right? But I got a few people saying, can you show us how you done it? And I was like, I mean, yeah, I can do. It's surprisingly easy, really. But yeah, why not? So first of all, let's start with the materials I use. So this is on canvas. I've got a bit of card I'm going to work on today so you can see it. But generally this is on this. I put it on canvas because it was for exhibition, and frankly, people are more likely to buy it on canvas. It seems like it's sort of upmarket if it's on canvas. You know, people with a bit of dough are more likely to part with it if it's on canvas. These are the colours I used. So these are the greys, first of all. That's the dark colour that you see here, the shadow colour. This is the lighter colour you can see there. This is the sky colour, which is a sort of oily blue colour. Great colour, because it's just slightly different from this sort of grey blue colour. Now I used the yellow in there for that, and generally I outlined everything with one of these. So 5 colours there, Molotovs and POSCAs, and yeah, let's get cracking to show you how I done it. So first of all, you got to kick off with your sketch, right? And for this, like I say, the perspective it's not really tricky perspective. It's 2-point perspective, but I don't want to have to mess around with the lines too much. So, you know, I start with, you know, like a building, sort of like this kind of thing. Okay, it's coming from there, like that. Again, it's a stylised. This is very stylised, so I'm not too bothered about getting it super realistic or anything like that. I'm not very fussed about that. I just want it to be kind of roughly the right proportions and so on. The reason I'm taking these lines like this is so I've got a rough idea of where the vanishing points might be. And if the vanishing point is going to be there, then the horizon line is going to be probably about there. It gives me an idea. So this is going to be very similar to the composition that I've already done. Yeah, okay. I'm working super quick, as you can see. Now, in order to show you some shadow, I'm going to do exactly what I've done in the... where's that going? That's probably like that or something, yeah. Exactly what I had done in the on the canvas. Well, it's funny because I'm not I'm not using it as a pictorial reference at all, and it's coming out really, really similar to what I've already done. What else can I do? Maybe yeah, maybe see if I do something in the foreground. It's always good if you're doing something like this to try to work with classic sort of, you know, background, midground, foreground. Okay, there's a bit of foreground. What are we going with that? Yeah, okay. Something like that. Okay. Bit of a something door there, something. Do I want details on these buildings? How big are these buildings? Don't know. Not really giving it much thought. So I'm not talking enough, am I? I'm not talking you through the process. So, you know, rough sketching is sort of what it is. It's rough. Having said that, I find this to be one of the most enjoyable bits of the whole thing, really, because often I find that this is like a lot of this sort of sticks, you know. And then we want something back there. There we go. Something. Okay. Bit of a kind of pavement-y thing going on there. And right, okay. I'll do what I did on the canvas there. There we go. So we've got a basic layout that I've done really quick there. I've done it very similar to the canvas I've done before. I've not put any detail on that building, but this is where your sort of perspective can fall down, of course, if you're doing windows and stuff on things, because it has to be a bit more accurate. And I really, as you can see, working super quick and super loose. However, okay, once you got that down, what you do, so this is disputable what you do next. Some people just like to go in with the colour, straight in with the colour. What I would rather do, I'd rather go in with the outline and drop the outline first to give myself a better idea. So I'm going to go into time lapse and put an outline on this. Okay, got the outline. As you can see, it's very, very rough, still very loose. Doesn't matter how rough it is. This is just about laying down the skeleton of what you're doing. So what you want to go in with next is your block colour. Now, for this, you need to decide where your light source is, of course. And it's a very, very simple exercise, which is why I was slightly surprised that the piece was so popular, because to me, it just looks incredibly simplistic. Maybe it does to you, but hey, you know, this is for people who don't necessarily know how it's done. So what you need to do is identify your light source. What I'm doing, I'm lighting it for the right hand side, which means all the planes, this one, 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 all the planes facing right will be the lighter colour because they're being lit from the right hand side. So I'm just hoping I've got enough grey at the moment, because I don't know if I've probably got another one somewhere kicking about, but let's have a go. So let's just get into time lapse, get some grey on all them planes so you can see it. So we've got a base colour in there. Now this could be as scrappy as you like, because reason being, you don't want to get anything too finished right now, because you're going to be going over this stuff. Lots of stuff to go over yet. So where do we go from here? Well, the next plane. The planes that are in shadow are your next concern. Now I might just blitz these in. You see, I've put windows in and stuff like that, but I might just blitz them so you can see colour. You can see the colour going in, just to save time. So let's do that. Okay, so I sort of blitzed everything. This isn't very dark at the moment. I probably need to go over that with something else, different colour. A bit worried that I don't have enough in this one to cover it. I might do, but I'm not sure. It doesn't feel like it, to be honest. I think I'm going to have to do it so you can see the contrast. I'm going to do it now so you can see that contrast. Okay, you can really see the contrast there, right? That's why I wanted to drop that colour in so you could really see it. So this is the bit that really sells it, the next bit, which is when you throw your shadow. Because obviously you've got light coming from this source over here. So it's hitting these buildings and it's casting a shadow. You saw the effect on the canvas, but this is how it's achieved. I'm going to do it in real time so you can see it. So first of all, you look at it, you think all that there, all this will be in shadow, right? All of it. I'm going to slightly cheat it because I want the shadow to sort of drop like there. But then it's going to fall right across there. Just get it in. Just get it in. Don't be nice about it. You can go back and do it all later. So all that area is now covered in shadow. There we go. I ain't done that bit up there yet, but just want to know what to do with that. What I'll do That's a sloping roof, right? So the shadow has to slope as well. Now, that would put the light source quite high up, but I don't care because I want the effectiveness of the shadow. I want a shadow breaking just there. That curb as well. That curb would also be a shadow, as would be a shadow from the curb. There you go. All that. Strictly speaking, this wouldn't be a shadow, but I'd probably put a bit in there. Okay, I put that bit of the back in a bit of shadow as well. Good. I've left this bare for now, just so you can see the rough working lines still. Okay, so this is the bare bones of it. You can see the bare bones of where this goes. This is how you lay down the shadow, and it's, as you can see already that it's really effective, right? Super effective. I've not done anything to finish it yet. This is all very motley. This is all just rough fill. I've worked with black outline, 2 colours. This is still wet. And already you can see how it takes shape, how it starts to take shape. Very effective. You drop your sky in there, obviously. That's what my my oily blue is for, this one. Drop that in up there. Get a few skyscrapers up the top. Easy, easy as pie, right? Just drop that in there. And I guess what I'll do is I will finish it in time lapse so you can see me do the whole thing. Okay, I'm going to stop it there because you get the picture, right? There's loads more detail I could do on this. Loads and loads and loads. I could put balconies up and all that sort of stuff. I'll probably do that another time. I don't have time to do it right now, to be honest. But I just wanted to show you how to block in the main kind of shadow, lighting effect, that kind of stuff. Stuff in the background. And the colours you need to use. Just to recap, very simple. I did use a thick black as well, but it's black, essentially. That's what it is. Then 5 colours, that's all I've used in there. I used the yellow because I put the tiny little lights in there as well. So this is, it's sort of childishly simple to do. The hardest thing to do about it really is to get the perspective right without using lines. I suggest you use perspective guidelines and stuff like that. It makes your life a hell of a lot easier. But have a go for yourself. Love to know how you get on. Let me know. And as usual, have a great time doing it.